Ah! Ultra Squad. It's been a crazy week. Not you know what I'm saying. Let alone about this one story right here, bro. The Olympics has been crazy ever since they started, bro. From the opening ceremony, I never got to react to it, but apparently something about trans stuff, LGBT, whatever they was making a mockery of Christianity. I'm not sure about it yet. I haven't really looked into that, but I have looked into this, you know what I'm saying? There's a boxer by the name of Imane Khelif who recently got backlash for being a transgender, basically. Competing in the Women's Olympics for boxing, you know what I'm saying? They even found out that she was disqualified from the 2023 World Championship from the now banned International Boxing Association. So I understand, right? Just like you understand, right? That's all the evidence that you need. This is obviously a trans woman, right? Who's competing against a biological woman in the Paris 2024 Olympics. What type of leeway and loophole have y'all allowed to let people like this compete against biological women? That's wrong. That should not be allowed at all. Biological women should face biological women, real women. Men should face real men, right? Trans should go against trans, right? That's fair. Although a lot of people might have a problem with that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even getting into all that. You have everybody making videos about this, everybody. From news platforms, from influencers, from everybody. You're seeing it everywhere. TikTok, social media, you're seeing it everywhere. Excuse me if I'm saying the name wrong, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Imane Khelif has been facing so much backlash, bro. And you would think rightfully so. You should not allow trans women, biological men who now claims to be women, competing against biological women, women who were born women, real women. You know what I'm saying? That should not be allowed to happen ever. They will always have some type of advantage no matter how you see it, bro. But Khelif has been facing so much backlash, man. Should Khelif compete? Should Khelif be banned from ever competing and doing things like this again? The woman that she faced, Angela Carini, it only lasted 46 seconds. It was so bad that she ended up crying in the middle of the ring, basically. Basically quit. She basically quit 46 seconds in. Come to find out, she's not a trans boxer. She's not a trans. For the people who be like, well, how do you know that she's not trans? How do you know? What if they're just saying that? You know, well, that could be the case, but let's look at some videos as more information has come out so far. You know what I'm saying? Let's just look at these videos right quick.
The Algerian boxer was born female, was registered female, lived her life as a female, boxed as a female, has a female passport. This is not a transgender case. I know you're not saying that, but there has been some confusion that somehow it's a man fighting a woman. This is just not the case. Scientifically, on that there is consensus. Scientifically, this is not a man fighting a woman, and I think we need to kind of get that. This woman has competed for a very, very long time in women's sport against many opponents. In fact, against Italian boxers twice in the last couple of years, I think. So I think if you start working on all suspicions, then we end up very much heading towards a gender testing regime, which is not good for anybody.
With that being said, people, Imane Khelif was born a biological woman. Some people were saying she could be intersex or whatnot. I've done a little research. I'm not sure if that's the case, but as you can see here, he said she was born a female. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it might be different evidence that comes out that she was born intersex or whatnot. Even with that case right there, men should compete against biological women. Men should compete against man. Trans versus trans. Intersex. It's going to be some type of advantages along the way. You know what I'm saying? But to play devil's advocate, some people could say, well, with men in NBA, Shaq has an advantage over everybody. Look how big he is. Look how dominant he is. Will Chamberlain. Look, Michael Jordan. Look how skilled he is. LeBron James. Know what I'm saying? Look, that 6'9", 260 plus freight train coming down the lane. Who's stopping that? Who's stopping that? Now with that also, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, these are still men. And if this was actually a trans woman or a woman that is intersex or whatever, there will still be certain advantages because it's not like a regular biological woman. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, he had just cleared up that this is not a trans boxer. So everybody who's been making all of these videos, you know what I'm saying? Now at the time, you know, if that was a trans boxer, how everybody was coming to believe that it was, you know, if that was in reality, rightfully so. Make your videos, and still rightfully so, because you had certain information that you thought. But that's the thing with information. You just can't run with every type of information that's out there. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. You got to do more and more research. More and more research, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure, you know. And I'm not going to blame nobody who made videos or said certain things because of what they thought. You know, just how like a lot of people get their news from TMZ or the Shade Room. That's your fault. That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame these people for believing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, a lot of other people, y'all get your information from other sources. CNN, y'all love CNN. CNN has been proven to be wrong on multiple occasions. Joe Rogan, other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just gossiping like schoolgirls, and they supposed to be a news channel, and they be biased on multiple occasions. But a lot of people owe this boxer a big apology, man. I will say this. She don't look like a regular woman. Hey, it is what it is. I ain't trying to be mean or anything. She has manly features. Let's not. Because a lot of people was quiet before this information came out. Like, they won't nobody saying nothing. Because what? She looks like me. She got dominant male features, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I understand both sides, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of trans, they trick people, they do things which a lot of people in the trans community act like they don't want to admit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad there's certain people who are in the trans community that actually talk about certain things like this and stand up for it, because a lot of other trans who are woke and want everybody to accept them but scared to be yourself and not hide your secret and try to trick people, but you want people to accept you. But this obviously is not one of those cases, people. A lot of people in the news, a lot of influencers, a lot of people with power have spoke on this, you know, and they had the right to at the time. But now that this new information is out so far, I believe Imane Khelif, I hope I'm saying her name right again. If not, excuse me. But she is owed an apology from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Jumping on her like that. Now, of course, we are gonna make our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? No one knows what the future holds. You know, there's gonna be things like this that possibly happen again. You know what I'm saying? But Angelina has even came out, her opponent who was crying, you know what I'm saying, and quit like that. You know what I'm saying? She's come out and given her an apology. You know, she gave her an apology. I'm assuming that she found out more information or whatnot. Some influencers that I even watch, I like watching sometimes from time to time. You know what I'm saying? They spoke on the subject, and I was like, wow, they allowed this to happen. The Olympics, you know what I'm saying? They allowed this thing to happen. Come to find out, like I've been saying. I wonder how they feel now about this. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a video, you know, and talk about it and be like, oh, we were wrong, or yada yada yada. New evidence come out, come to find out it's a woman. You know what I'm saying? Just like a man, you know. But hey, with this being said, there's a lot of people standing up for Imane Khelif. Let's look. We stand with Imane Khelif. People don't stop to think that maybe Karini couldn't handle getting punched. The Ronda Rousey effect. Ha ha ha. Shocked when you finally fight someone better than you. See, look, you weren't saying that you, this person right here, stuff like this, I'm pretty sure this is a bot account with no profile, nothing like that. I understand you want to, say what you want to say now, like, and it be like, haha, look at everybody. Now y'all look all stupid and goofy. Look at y'all so obsessed with trans. It's not like that. It's a lot of examples of trans doing some goofy, messed up stuff, you know what I'm saying? But in this particular case, you know what? Let it slide. You know, they got the right to say this, you know? This is true. Maybe that was the case. Maybe Karini got her information somewhere and that she was told that this was a biological male. The real woman, Imane Khelif. I never heard anyone say that a basketball player was too tall or a football player was too strong. What? That's not. most football players are strong. You know, most basketball players are tall. Nobody. Why would any? Why would that's a bad example. Okay. Everyone owes this woman an apology. Yes, and they even had the GOAT, the female GOAT, the GOAT herself, Clarissa Shields, man, speak on the subject of this trans athlete. Right? Let's play it. Let's play it.
This was a moment of history. It happened earlier today in France, and a major controversy, too, has now erupted out of Paris. An Algerian shown in the red uniform who failed a gender test last year has now won an opening fight after only 46 seconds. Her opponents breaking down in tears, calling it, quote, unjust. Greg Palcott picks it up from London with more on what happened in the ring. Greg.
That's crazy. See, now, I mean, you can understand why people would, you know, assume certain things or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big controversy indeed at the Olympics. A boxer deemed a biological male beating an Italian female opponent, with the Italian crying out, "I couldn't take it anymore." Despite failing that gender test by the International Boxing Association and being banned from an international tournament last year, Algerian 25-year-old Imane Khelif was okayed by Olympic authorities to compete. Now, Algerian Khelif has competed for several years in other international tournaments, including the Olympics, but was banned last year due to, according to officials, elevated levels of testosterone. Algerian sports
Who is this?
called the charges against Khelif baseless, but others have raised concerns about the health of opposing athletes when, according to one, a man fights a woman. And Khelif is not the only one getting attention. Taiwan boxer Lin Yu Ting is competing in the Olympics, including a fight tomorrow, and has also been deemed a biological male, according to the International Boxing Association.
Okay, so this is another boxer that they're saying is a biological male. Okay, I hope y'all do the research on this as well. You know what I'm saying?
Clarissa Shields, he's a professional boxer and a two-time Olympic gold medalist. It's great to have you. And her necklace there says GWOAT was the greatest woman of all time. It is really good to have you here. You've competed in 2 Olympics. This, you told us in the break, was not an issue when you were in the Olympics. And there's the medals. What do you think about all of this?
Well, my first Olympics, I was 17 years old. I hadn't even fully developed as a woman, so I couldn't imagine getting inside the ring with the biological man. I mean, even though I spar against the men, but fighting for the Olympics is way bigger than that. It's so much more on the line. So.
And you shouldn't try to say you should want to compete against man calling out, you know, Thurman and all of them, because you kind of got dropped by a man in sparring, you know. But no, still the quote. I'm just being fair and rational, and you know,
going there with the opposite gender win. Look, women fight against women, men fight against men. So I don't even see how the Olympics done something like this.
You know, I watched this video earlier today, Clarissa. Have you seen it? The Italian boxer saying, "I'm out." Have you seen the video yet?
I've seen it.
I mean, she really looked scared to me. What did you think?
See, this is the thing, how news people try to play things out. It's like, you know, how'd you feel about? I feel like with this now, this is making Clarissa look kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they knew this already with certain information, or they just running with certain information like CNN do without having all the evidence, you know, like they did with Joe Rogan, you know what I'm saying? Horse dewormer or whatever it was, the thing that they was accusing him of doing, and yada, yada, yada. We all know about that with Joe Rogan. You know, if you know, you know. You know, they accuse him of doing things, certain people, and then come to find out, you know, more things was out with, you know, and he basically made Joe Rogan basically made CNN look goofy and other people, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that these news people are running with certain information without having all the information and evidence, and then having basically the face of female boxing come on your platform, you know what I'm saying? And again, as she's saying certain things, I still agree with what she said. You know what I'm saying? Women should compete against women, men should compete against men, and so on and so on, you know? But now I'm pretty sure Clarissa's team and whoever, they up here, her PR team, like, hey, you know, the lady, you know, come to find out, you know what I'm saying? Trans, supposed to be a trans, it's really a woman. She was born a woman.
You know, I grew up in a gym sparring against a lot of guys and stuff, but every fighter, woman fighter, does not do that. So, so the power to her did seem like it was much bigger and much stronger. And it did scare her, you know. And I don't know how old she is, but it's still like when you're born, and man, you're already born with the bigger muscles and a bigger neck, and you've grown up to be a man. You know, you didn't change.
These things are true. What she's saying.
It's to me, it's just unfair, and I just can't believe that it's being done, and I just couldn't imagine it happening to me.
There's not that many women who are willing to stand up and say this is wrong. And you know, I admire you for doing so. Do you think the Olympics will have a change of heart?
That's true.
You see her. That young woman from Italy, she worked just as hard as anybody else to get to the Olympics, and her dream was dashed in 46 seconds because of him.
It is very...
Because of him. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't blame none of them. I can't blame none of them. And if that, and like I said, if this was the case that Imane was actually a trans, all of them that's talking about this, they have the right to talk about this. If that was true, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy that come to find out it's not even true, man. So I'm pretty sure a lot of LGBTQ people, whoever are trans people, like, now what y'all gonna say? Okay, you got this one for sure. You know, fair is fair, you know. But at the same time, we ain't gonna excuse all the other controversy or wrong things that happen in the trans community when it comes to certain things. Now, with this being said, a lot of trans, they go through things. Some people just pick on them. Every trans ain't out here trying to influence people or kids or like trick people, you know what I'm saying, on social media and all this stuff, and don't actually say that they a trans person, you know what I'm saying, which actually happens a lot to a lot of people, but a lot of people don't want to admit that. You know, every trans out here ain't out here doing that. A lot of trans people or people a part of LGBTQ are just living their own lives. They ain't trying to bother nobody. They ain't out here trying to influence people. They ain't out here like, hey, be like me or accept or you have to like me. If you don't, you're canceled. Even though that happens a lot, but there are people a part of that community who just want to live their lives and be left alone.
For the Olympics, you have to go through so many different international tournaments, country tournaments to even make it to the Olympics. So for me, I can understand her devastation, but it shouldn't be ruined due to a man. And I think that the Olympics definitely dropped the ball, you know. And listen, I don't have anything against transgender women or transgender men. All I'm saying is that men should fight against men, women should fight against women, and transgenders should fight against transgenders. That is how I feel. I will stand with that. I'm not homophobic or anything like that, or against the gay community, but that's not right.
Hey, Clarissa, thanks for coming on and sharing your story. And you'll always have those two medals.
Thank you guys.
And you are a champ.
Cool, right on.
Man, listen, bro. I kind of feel bad for Clarissa, low-key, because I feel like they low-key got to put her in a position. But at the same time, like she said, I stand with what I said, and I stand with what she said as well, you know. If that was the case, like I said, I'm going to say it again. If that was the case and she was actually a trans boxer, everything Clarissa Shields just said is valid and facts. You know what I'm saying? So Clarissa really don't need no type of backlash. If she gets someone, people be like, hey, you should probably apologize. Okay, that's fair. She probably can come out and apologize, be like, oh, my bad. I thought, you know, that you were trans, or this was a trans woman and not a biological woman. You know, this was the information that was given to me. You know, just like other people need to apologize as well. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with apologizing. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say don't bash Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? She just know what she was told about certain things. You know what I'm saying? But people need to do research. That's that. With that being said, man, make sure you leave a like. Definitely leave a comment on how you feel about this, you know what I'm saying? I want everybody to leave a comment down below. Please do. It helps the algorithm out, you know what I'm saying? Please like the video again. Subscribe. Join the Ultra Squad, you know what I'm saying? Ultra Squad, we out.